Very used to that, by the way, for our Monday shows.
Oh, hey, we are live.
1 second.
We are live.
Hey!
And breaking news. Saltburn is taking the place as the least Mike Deacon movie of 2023, as well as the most tub thumping since Chumbawamba. Yeah, just sitting there for a second.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
For roping.
I like that. You're a jabroni. Go ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Wednesday night. It's What the Show. It's not 2023, it's 2024. So why would we be doing a 2023 year-end recap? We're not. We're doing a 2024 year-end recap. My name is AJ Lancaster. I'm one of the hosts of this entirely hinged program. Juice.
And I am. Pardon. I am.
Let me go flush the toilet again.
Cover for us, Adam.
Usually the deacons do this. Usually I don't introduce myself.
Yeah.
Should I introduce you?
Sure.
You know him. You love him. He's going to master 2024. He already mastered 2023. He is the Juice.
Boy, I thought you said he's gonna masturbate, and I was like, what?
And
Well,
we're
that's
going
true,
to
too.
get this stream pulled down again.
I now want an introduction from Adam.
But we did leave something out. What the Show Fantasy Football League champion, Justin the Juice.
That's true.
True.
Congratulations.
I didn't know that in my announcement.
And the reason he won the Fantasy Football League, after all of these years of wanting it, he was able to use Joe Flacco, and he won in the damn show.
Boy, man,
You earned it.
Flacco is a treat to watch.
We're very proud of it.
How great is he to watch? That's fun.
Not to brag, but two of these people on stream did place this year. So Mike and AJ, get off. You're not worthy.
We finished in 12th and 13th. Thank you, Moose Haas, for finishing dead last.
Thanks again.
There's another little Schmodown league you may know, and I beat Moose in the first round of that to get on to get beat by Ty, who went on to get beat by somebody else who won. Didn't matter. I forgot who won, but it wasn't Ty. I don't know. Where do you guys stand? I may ask this every year, but do you want the guy who beat you to beat everyone? Then you know, well, they were the best. They beat everyone. Or do you want revenge on that guy who crushed you? Which is kind of how I feel.
I always want to beat the person who beat me. I want to win.
I mean, unless I don't like them. But if I'm in a fantasy league with them, I probably like them. So
That's true.
He just beat me, and I wanted him to win, if that answers the question.
I just hope everybody has a great time.
The Deacon.
So you lose a lot, AJ?
Well, actually, I mainly play best ball fantasy football, and I took about half of my profits from this year and donated them to the Karen Preston Volpe Legacy Fund.
Segue.
Here I am goofing on you.
Right before this stream started, every
Karen
month
would allow it.
we have a different cause for this.
Say continue, please.
For What the Show,
Please.
and this month it's always the Karen Volpe Preston Legacy Fund.
Every
In
January.
when we have you guys on. And we're starting off with a $500 donation. And for more about this fund, can we turn to you, Paul?
Allow me to, and I want to tell you, because you're always giving, that you should know the ongoing the Karen Volpe Preston Legacy Scholarship has a winner every year. Same girl won it 2 years in a row because she was the most qualified. We have very specific ways we want to give it away. Got to be somebody from Western New York, where Karen was from. They need the nudge to pursue something bigger than what a small town in Western New York will get you. So then another girl won it last year who also went to Fredonia State University, where Karen went. So we wanted some
Very
sort of
nice.
tie into that. And if they're into comedy, even better. That first girl is now a stage manager at Legoland in Orlando. So she's
Very
moved
cool.
right on up, which is cool. And the other girl, Brooke, is still at Fredonia. This year, a girl named Rachel Davis just won. And she is a
Amazing.
senior at Fredonia, majoring in theater arts, Western New York local.
Wow.
So another bullseye. And we hope
Nice.
the best for
Bullseye.
her. Because this
Great.
because this fund is a endowment fund, I think they call it.
Mhm.
There's it will never stop. There's money in there, and it earns interest, and you give that away. So we put thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in there, but we give away $500 every
But
year.
as it grows, the endowment will get bigger because the
That's true, too.
amount of interest it will earn.
Right.
So it will become bigger and bigger and bigger. Thanks to guys like you.
Correct.
Gonna
So
live
thank you as
forever.
always. And I thought you want to know, we have a new recipient, Rachel Davis. I'm excited to
Oh,
talk
that's
to her. I've
awesome.
not chatted with her yet, but reached out, and so hopefully soon we get to talk.
It'd be fun to do
Yeah.
a show with the recipients on camera and do like a Zoom. It'd be so fun.
Yeah, I did a Zoom one, first winner. Just that was done like Karen's birthday stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But not since. But it'd be fun. Yeah.
That is cool. I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. They
Glad
might
to
be
hear
like,
about her. See?
okay, weird old guy. I'm in college. All right. All right, so have fun.
Yeah, true. They must have looked you up and saw
Saltburn.
that you do shows and stuff. I don't know.
No, that
You're
I
like,
offer that with every.
Oh
And
my
I haven't had it taken advantage of as much as I would like, but I do offer that. When they say with this scholarship, reach out to me with anything ever. I got people all over the country who can help you with
Yeah.
anything. So, but actually,
Yeah.
points to Lily Melquist, who became a stage manager at Legoland without any of my help except monetarily. But I'm happy to help anyone if they're wondering, want to know anything like what's it like in Chicago to be an actor. Oh, I can fill you in. Even
Okay.
places like I said, I don't do it. I might know somebody who does.
But getting a job at an amusement park feels so near and dear to Karen that's really fantastic.
Yep, she worked in Darien Lake early on. She worked in Michigan's Adventure, so she had a couple of theme park jobs. And then, of course, we both worked on Disney Cruise Line, so doing improv.
Ah, that's awesome.
As Universal alum, we appreciate that.
Yes, and well, of course, here I worked Universal.
And
Karen was a tour guide out here for like a couple of months. Boy, that job pays crap, and then she quit. But I, of course, worked there for like 16 years. So
Wow.
yeah, I
We
did
love
Brothers.
Comcast
I
Daddy.
did the Blues
He was
Brothers
Elwood.
special effects show. Yep, I did a
Yep.
Donkey and all sorts of stuff. Then
Oh,
I
that's-
retired.
Donkey's gotta be great.
Oh yeah. Oh look. Everybody loves
Still got-
Donkey, right?
How did you have that in arm's reach?
Ah,
Yes,
Perfect guy.
magical.
Never leave the house
magic.
without it.
the magic office.
He's
Yeah,
just that
over
guy.
here, fun.
Well, before we talk about, recapping
Our year
2024,
interview 2024.
there
The
actually
year
was
that
a-
was.
God, I mean,
major
just
year
so
that
much.
was.
So go ahead.
So much.
but there was something major that happened the year before that,
yes.
and we have to say congratulations
big
to
mazel
Paul.
tov. Raise a glass
Ah,
of my
yes.
sparkling
Right.
water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I got engaged.
Saw a little bit of the story on the old FB, but I
Paul, give the story.
I'll give the
Give
quick
it-
version,
It's a great story. Paul doesn't do anything small. I love it.
and it involves improv. I got a text from Susan, my fiance, right,
Yes.
Mike? So I got it.
There you go. Nailed it that time.
My aunts.
And she,
Finance,
sent-
yeah, you're finance.
my finance left me. She sent a text and was like, it was a text for tickets to a Tina Fey and Amy Poehler show in Las Vegas, and she was like, "Let's go to this." So we were going to that, I guess. And there was then I said, all right, it's been 3+ years. I'm feeling good about this. Maybe this is a good opportunity. But Vegas,
You haven't screwed up so far.
I haven't screwed up yet. So while that is still holding, maybe I should move on it. But
You got to lock that
I
down.
reached out to a teacher of Tina Fey's because I studied in Chicago as well. So did Karen. Tina was a teacher of Karen's, and she coached a couple of improv groups I was in back in the day. Didn't know Amy as well, but I saw this teacher post a picture with Tina and Amy as if she went to the show in Chicago and is obviously clearly still tight with them. So I said, it's Sharna, Adam. I think I told you that. But anyway, but she
Sharna Halpern.
she reached out, yes, and I said, can you ask them if, like, I don't know, Susan loves SNL and Parks and Rec and 30 Rock? It would just be a big deal if we can maybe go backstage and meet them. And then while I'm there, I could propose. It'd be a big thing. When she pitched the idea to Tina, Tina said, oh, we'd like that in the show. Their goal of every show is to end up in their pajamas, and so they have lazy boys on stage, and you can tell when the show's over because they'll come out in their pajamas and they'll just do a Q&A with the audience. Everyone asks questions, you can write them in the lobby, but mine obviously was cleared in advance, so you could see Tina kind of going through the questions, and then there was one she set aside. I'm like, oh, that's me, whenever the timing's right, whenever it was towards the end, because they had other questions, like what if you were Steve Martin and Martin Short, who would be who? And then Tina was like, well, Amy's Martin Short, clearly. And then they tell a whole story about how they actually did talk to those two, because, Tina's been on Only Murders, right? So they're very close, and and wanted to find out, like, tips on doing the show, to which they said, teleprompters. So that one of the later questions was, from Paul Preston to Susan Merkel. They were close. It's Huckle. Will you marry me? And then the whole place went, like 5,000 people, huge arena. They sold the place out 2 nights at the Resorts World, which is one of the brand new places there. And like a assistant ran a mic down to me, and I grabbed it, and in front of 5,000 people, I just gave a little speech. I said, because their show was great. They came out in dresses and did like a Golden Globes type opening. And then they did a throw it back to the 90s when they first met. So, Adam, they came out looking like they did in the 90s. Amy had the short haircut, the overalls. Amazing. Tina had the striped shirt with the jeans. Or I'm sorry, Amy had striped shirt with the jeans. And they improvised. And I hadn't seen that in decades, and they were great, as we would imagine. Especially just to do a scene on that huge a stage. You never know if it's going to read like you always see improv in such a small venue. But it went very well. And then they did a weekend update type of thing. They even brought out Rachel Dratch, who did a Debbie Downer bit, super funny. And then they did stand-up, which they were challenging each other to do it. And I was like, is this a joke? But Amy did like a whole Did You Ever Notice type set. And Tina did a whole set that was more like the kind of thing I would do. Like I'm like to present a routine. And so her routine was, well, I've been watching Chris Rock and Chappelle, and I think I'm ready to do stand-up. So anyway, damn, y'all, pussy is expensive. And she did a whole bit about how feminine hygiene is actually really expensive, but filtered it all through like an Apollo comic vibe. It's very funny bit. And then they end up at the end of the show. So, that was all to say that, I'm glad they made time for me. So I got to say, like, just a quick speech. I don't want to fuck with their show. So I said, thanks, guys, appreciate it. Even the 90s segment's great, maybe too soon, but it was great. And I want to take advantage of this time to ask Susan a question. So Susan's the type of person who, and somebody like this, never ever getting married, and then one day they're engaged. So so I didn't ask, will you marry me? I asked, may I marry you? To which she said yes, and Amy Poehler said, ooh, consent is hot. And the crowd was cheering, and we were up on the big screen, and it was a whole big thing. It was awesome. I even had a friend from LA who came out to see the show who didn't even tell her anything about it, who afterwards was like, why didn't you say this? Like, I can't say anything.
You
would have blown it.
It was an improv show. Did she at least say yes and?
I know that was a failed opportunity there. I could have said, that would have been the douchey thing to go, don't you mean yes and? And then we went back to Circus and enjoyed our Chips Ahoy cookie bites and Gatorade. It was glamorous.
I respect it.
But Susan's very active, so I got her a ring that like hugs close, with 11 little stones in it. because if it had the big thing that stuck out, I can see her just like pumping up a bike and getting it caught in the spokes and the whole thing, tearing a tent when she's zipping it up. So it's the perfect kind of ring for her, and we're doing this all her
You didn't
way
get caught
because
rappelling down the mountain. Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. You don't want that. So
No.
the last thing I'll say is a story that's going on too long already. Yeah, because she never wanted to get married and was kind enough to say yes, we're doing it all her way. So whatever she wants to do. And the first thing she did was get me an engagement ring. So now I have one as well. So it's all whatever she wants. So people are saying, when's the date? Or people are saying, what? I don't know. And I'm perfectly fine with that. So
What's it to you? That's what you guys said.
Yeah, they're like, why?
none of your goddamn business. Anyway,
We were engaged for almost 2 years, so yeah, you
That's
don't
the
have to rush it.
weirdest- and the weirdest
yeah.
thing when someone gotten engaged, that's like the first question. I'm like, this just happened.
it really is like
And
the
I-
first question. Yeah.
every time. I'm like,
Susan's
slow your
Susan's
roll.
enjoying it. She's likes her ring. She's all giddy about it, and so I find that just adorable.
Aw.
So
So adorable.
I'll stick.
Yeah,
I'll
that's
I'll
like
just soak
the
up that
girl
for
on
a
the
while.
that I live
They must
for.
really they must really appreciate it when they hand I mean, to have someone propose in the crowd, nobody has as much theatrical experience doing that in their crowd as you. So like you're not going to keep the crowd bored. You're going to,
Right.
give a concise speech, but everybody else it's just could have brought the whole thing down. Not you.
We met back in. Oh God, no! Please
You're
don't.
right. God, bringing the whole thing.
We regret this. We should have given this person a mic.
Yeah.
He has note cards.
Pulls out.
The other question I ask is there video? And apparently there is. The person who handed me a mic whipped out their phone, but I can't seem to get it. I've reached out.
Oh,
Tina's tour manager and assistant were both very nice, but I can't get back a hold of them. So I don't. Whatever. The story's great. So
Yeah.
thank you for having me tell it. I enjoy telling it. It's fun.
But that story is so 2023, Paul.
yeah.
And we're here in 2024, and we're here to recap this crazy, hectic, wild year. I mean, y'all.
That was and has been and is 2024.
20.
And before we get into that, by the way, we did get a $5 donation from Hudsonizer asking if we've seen the Japanese film Monster. I haven't.
2024 was
it's
such
on
a
my
crazy
list,
year.
but
I didn't get time, unfortunately.
I hear that's
This
good. I
year.
did pretty good. I saw Past Lives. I saw Godzilla -1, and I saw Perfect Days, the new Wim Wenders film, which is fantastic. All in all Japanese or take place in Japan.
Mhm.
I missed Monster. I hear it's pretty great though.
yes.
Oh, I was thinking of the 2012 Monster or 2000.
Yeah, that's a very different movie.
That's a long time
Oh.
ago.
Charlie's. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
congratulations
thought it was
on
like
the cat, by the
2003.
way.
Or yeah, something like that.
Oh,
You
yes.
got a cat.
Congrats on the kitty. Yeah.
Before
that,
Mark Andraco's new puppy is absolutely the cutest little thing. If you haven't seen his pictures on his social medias, his new puppy is adorable.
Just how happy
Yeah.
he is just fun to watch. Considering that was quite a turmoil for him to lose his pet. He's a good guy.
Mm.
Yeah.
He's a good guy. He said such great things to me after Karen passed. Like wise things beyond like a guy who I kind of know would say. Like,
Yeah.
like really good friend stuff. I was like, oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
Very
Wow.
cool. Well, let's get into some stories.
This insanity that has been 2020.
My cat's having a nightmare.
Aw.
He's twitching. He's twitching back there.
Bring him up on the mic.
This actually sounds to me a stream where we watch the kitty. We're just here to entertain the animals, cute animals today.
All right. Well, I'm going to pull up. We've had our esteemed colleagues here who are in the What the Show Heroes Hall of Fame. I forgot to mention that earlier
That is
in their
true.
intro, alongside Brother Lomas,
Yes.
Johnny Lawrence,
Yes.
Hollywood's James Remar, and the last year's other inductee, John Williams, the esteemed Mount Rushmore of the What the Show heroes, and We didn't even make you guys go in the tournament. We just put you in.
And the Pop-Tart.
I remember that. I was honored.
Pop-Tart Bowl might be entering
The
soon.
Pop-Tart's probably going to
So
go in.
Be prepared. He might also be in with the Pop-Tart from the Pop-Tart Bowl. What a true hero.
Did you say John Williams?
Oh, my Lord. That is
Not
amazing.
John Williams.
Is that a
I
laser
also hope
disc?
you were just prepared with props.
No, that is the album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's really-
Yeah,
Well,
it
good
is
company.
Yeah, I would say, very good company.
I know, Brother Lomas. Right. It's crazy.
I mean, that is accurate. That's accurate.
Basically the same person as John Williams.
Basically.
They're doppelgangers.
Equally esteemed, I would say. Equally esteemed, for sure.
Brother Lomas signed a Cincinnati chili packet for me. That was nice. Of him. I don't have it right
Wait.
near me.
Well, because that one's framed.
That's
and
the
they
thing
can't
that
tell what it is, or else you don't want to take it down. It means a lot to you.
All right, so I'm going to go with I'm going to go in order of the photos that we have. We also have some videos that we're going to go through. Well, I'm going to bring up the first photo, and Paul and Adam lead the way.
Oh, yeah. For those who don't know, Harvard President Claudine Gay resigned amidst controversial statements she's made, including poor responses when being asked if calling for the genocide of Jews would violate the college's code of conduct.
I think so.
Yeah, she's been getting death threats. Is that fair? Well, that depends on the context. To quote you right back, Claudine Gay. So,
No contact, man. This just depends.
And she was like January 1st, January 2nd. All right, I think I can release this statement now. I think everybody's had enough time to relax. Let me just release this controversial statement.
but she got her name is Gay, and she got death threats in the N-word. No
Yeah.
college kid took it up to do a gay
know.
thing. I
I
think
know.
for
It's
sure
so
that'd be like a,
low-hanging fruit.
That was very low hanging fruit.
It's so not Gen Z. Yeah, no.
Yeah, they're very PC, but still racist.
Apparently.
that's right.
Super racist.
Certain ways
They're not
it's
going to fat
very
shame,
fun.
but they will go straight for the N-word.
And these highly educated people at Harvard still using racial slurs.
Okay, well,
It's in a Mark Twain kind of way.
yeah, it's Harvard, you know. It's really the whole institution is based a little bit on race.
Satire.
Oh boy.
Just you know.
What college was that she was?
Have it.
You know what, William? I also
Harvard?
cannot believe that the Lions won the Super Bowl this year. It's been wild. What a great year it's been. 2024, baby. Doing it.
I mean, I don't know how you cannot root for them and the Browns, even if you got a team in a
Right.
fight.
Yeah.
You got to have
With
a
what's
little
going on.
something for them and the
Yeah.
Browns. Yeah.
It's a good story. It's a good story.
I
Moving
can't believe she would
along.
bring disgrace to the college of Henry Kissinger.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to remember, before Kissinger, they didn't like Jews either.
I don't think
Wow.
Kissinger like Jews.
Kissinger died. That was last year, right? That was last year.
That was
Yeah.
last.
That
Last
is
year,
last
isn't it?
year.
Oh,
Let's go to
it's
this
so
year.
last year. It's so last year. Oh my gosh!
Ah, Jesus
Oh.
Christ.
Don't do that to me.
Yeah, that's
What
not
the
the
fuck,
care.
Mike?
Put it back. Put
Drop
it back.
that down or
Put
something.
it back.
Wait, yeah, put up that guy again. I'll tell you a little news about him. Of course, according to CNN, the Jeffrey Epstein documents have been unsealed. Now,
Yeah,
according
Harvard
to
alum
kids-
Jeffrey Epstein.
According to CNN, the Jeffrey Epstein documents have been unsealed. Now, according to kids on the island, Epstein actually said the very same thing every time he came.
Oh, well earned. Well earned. The documents have been unsealed.
2024 is dark.
I don't make the news. I report the news. This is new. Those are facts from CNN. You don't like it, CNN. I mean, that's
So
You know it's serious news when you
yeah,
have to.
you have to
And
adjust
what did
the
it
camera.
reveal?
No laugh.
A bunch of
Yeah.
powerful people are creepy.
Oh,
Speak-
no shit.
Yeah, like speaking of which,
Hey,
90210 alum.
Mhm.
now, Adam. This
Ian
is local
Geary?
news for you.
This
Yes.
is local news for me. This is
And-
1 city block away or 3 tiny blocks away from where I'm broadcasting right now.
We have
This is-
video.
We have video.
All right,
Yeah, roll that
let's
beautiful
roll
bean
that
footage.
beautiful bean footage.
Disturbing video from TMZ showing the brutal beating of actor Ian Ziering by a biker gang. The attack happened on Hollywood Boulevard in broad daylight. Police say the bikers were driving recklessly in the area.
The fight broke out after an altercation between the Sharknado actor and the bikers. KTLA's Omar Lewis has more from Hollywood.
Kicking, punching, and fighting against a mini bike gang. No, this isn't a Hollywood movie. It's a real street confrontation involving a Hollywood actor. Cell phone video obtained by TMZ shows the moment actor Ian Ziering gets out of his Mercedes-Benz SUV on Hollywood Boulevard near Highland Avenue and gets into an altercation with a member of a bike gang.
Okay, first off, we can't bury the lead. Sharknado.
Potatoes,
It's
Ian
seriously
Ziering.
boys. Sharknado.
Who
actor.
else from
Actually,
Sharknado was in that clip?
Interesting you should say that. This is breaking news. TMZ, who provided that clip, has actually closed its doors. They shut down forever as a company because they shamefully failed to name the incident Parknado.
They admitted defeat. They hung their head in shame. They're like, we just gotta close up shop, guys. We failed on that one.
I was telling Adam, I thought he held himself pretty well, to be honest with you. I mean, and then
Yeah,
getting
I
out of
think
Dodge,
so.
you got to get out of Dodge when you're outnumbered. Now, the problem was his daughter was in the car. So anything could have happened, but I'm sure he hung in the distance to see what was up and wandered back when it was safe. But a bunch of douchebags.
How did that start?
I'd like to see
why?
the actual
It was
cause
like
of it.
on Hollywood Boulevard, and all of a sudden this is like biker gang just like, yeah, you Sharknado. Like what?
But why did you beat him up like a 90s sitcom like bikers game would try to beat somebody up though? That's what I could give everybody on this screen right now $20 to beat me up, and I think you guys would do a more convincing job.
Have you ever seen such uncoordinated bikers? Every swing they take sends themselves to the ground. If you
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
that again, they miss and go straight down. The last woman kicks and goes straight down. It's the most uncoordinated. Well, it is I got to say, having lived on just off of Hollywood Boulevard for 2 years now, I do love that Hollywood does things different. So when you see the headline, "Biker Gang Attacks Local Man," what you realize for Hollywood is that is novelty bikers on tiny bikes, and Ian Ziering of Sharknado is the local man. I do adore that. Also, as a local, they are a menace, and they are doing wheelies and shit all over the place. And bravo, Ian Ziering. Hop out of that car. I don't care how unmotivated. They surrounded his car and were, and he'd had enough of them, and we've all had enough of them. But they are novelty
Everything
bikes.
you say raises more questions, Adam. But did this start because of wheelies?
A lot of wheelies.
Yeah, just a casual day for you. Look out the window. Oh, it's just Ian Ziering getting beaten up by some bug bikers. Well, proceed.
This is 3 blocks away from where Alan Ruck drove into a pizza joint, so it's an active corner. Yeah.
On Halloween, Alan Ruck, famous for crashing a car in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, crashed into my local pizza joint, which is still closed. It's the greatest thing ever. I still have pieces of the wall if anybody wants any, like the Berlin Wall. I grabbed a few pieces of the pizza wall destroyed by Alan Ruck. I do.
I think we should all do that. I'm all into it.
All right, let's proceed to our next story. Let me go back up. Okay, so our next story is, I know where we're going with this one.
This one is near and dear to my heart here.
Oh, all right. Mickey Mouse Steamboat Willie is public domain. So we can expect, and add on to my list however you care to. These projects are now in development. Steampunk Willie, Mickey and the Bean Bag, Mickey's Christmas Yearly Bang, Ride a Horse, Mickey Mouse Fuckhouse, and of course, in competing theme parks, we'll have Orgasmic, Mickey's Film McCracken, and Mickey and Minnie's runaway amphetamine addiction. That's what I got.
Ooh.
And of course,
and we're
of course,
going-
Cleveland Steamer Willie.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
And we're going in with a Mickey and the Temple of Doom, and also a Mickey or a 120 Days of Sodom. What else?
I mean, I think the porn, you don't really need to name it anything but Steamboat Willie. Already sounds
Yeah, that
pornographic
is
to me.
memorable. It names itself.
AJ asked us what movie what bootleg movie you'd want to put him in, and I had a simple answer, and it's just Cats.
Yeah, I would like to see him. To be honest. Oh my gosh.
With or
just put him in
without
there.
butthole.
And again,
With butthole.
With butthole.
And again,
Steamboat
I'm just
Willie,
supporting
release
the
the
news.
butthole cut.
Oh, that's fantastic. So let's go to our next story.
And also, Mac the Knife is new this year too. So it's become public domain. If you want to remake
Yes.
Mac
Really?
the Knife,
Now this is one I missed in 2024. What is this about?
oh, this happened like maybe yesterday.
Moments ago.
One of the biggest pizzerias in Naples, Italy, has added pineapple pizza to the menu, generating a
Hell yeah.
worldwide debate. The debate,
Yeah.
ironically, is this a dumb debate?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't get the
Is
hater.
Die Hard a pineapple pizza?
Is it a pineapple pizza? I would say, yeah.
Combining two dumb
go
debates.
ahead. I'm gonna
Right,
say it. I'm gonna
exactly.
be brave. Die Hard is pineapple pizza.
Put it on a shirt.
Put on a shirt. Put on a shirt. Honestly, no, I kind of actually want that shirt. It'd be a good conversation to be like, I have
Now
questions.
I have a
Like,
pineapple pizza. Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho.
Is this pineapple pizza dress purple or whatever?
Blue and white. Blue and black. It's blue,
Blue and black.
Thank
All
you.
right.
Yeah, for sure. For sure it is.
So yeah, that's. I mean, out here in LA, I was trying to always think about what the LA pizza is. You know, Chicago's deep dish. New York is the traditional cheesy thin crust. But I think out here,
St.
if
Louis
LA
is
had a
terrible.
pizza, what's yeah, right.
St. Louis is
If the-
terrible.
If there was an LA pizza, I think it's gourmet. So I think Hawaiian is technically the pineapple pizza, but I think we need it out here because we're putting sun-dried tomatoes and all sorts of
Right.
shit on our pizzas. That
Fresh basil and margarita pizza. That's all LA, right?
Well, and how Hawaiian pizza started in Canada. So
Oh, that
that's-
makes absolute sense.
Absolute sense.
yeah, Canadian
Because there's
bacon.
ham on it.
Yeah. That's the snack.
Well,
to
then
get
what would they
into.
know about pizza? It's not then. We figured it out.
We went out with a trendsetter last week. Our friends visited us on their way back from Carolina to Florida as they stopped in Savannah with us. And we have a cool little pizza place that just opened. So we went there, and their 3-year-old son
Mhm.
ordered a
Imagine.
bacon and pickle pizza.
No, it was pepperoni.
Pepperoni. Yeah, pepperoni
This
and
is the two
pickle.
piece.
Yeah, pepperoni and pickle.
That boy will put pickle on anything, and you know what, sir? I salute you. He ate it. So
Like a champ.
good
Ate
for
the whole
him.
thing.
I was like,
Okay.
oh.
I don't know if they have this in. Because you guys are in Florida, Deacons? Yes. No.
We're now in Savannah, Georgia.
Okay. So Disneyland at Cars Land has a cozy cone area, and each cone is like a different snack treat. So you can go and get, ice cream, and you can go and get whatever popcorn. The popcorn one has a dill flavored popcorn. Speaking of pickle,
Interesting.
I'm not mad about that.
outstanding.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Very
Dill
good.
anything is very good. Dill is
Yeah.
an underrated topping or
Yeah.
seasoning.
So there's your little Disneyland snack tip of the day. When you go there and go to DCA, get the dill popcorn. Stellar.
Yeah, sadly, Disney World has no dill popcorn. To
Yeah,
my knowledge,
yeah.
so.
Well, they have no
Really
Cars
good.
Land, right? So we still got a few things
Yeah.
out here that are
Great,
unique.
Radiator Springs, A+. We went when we went to Schmodown. Juicy was
Yeah,
with
we
us.
did.
Yeah, we went
Yeah.
to DCA and
We did.
The
Disneyland.
Radiator Springs Racer's outstanding. Yeah, great
Yes,
ride.
that's a fantastic ride. Definitely. I'd say Disney World has Test Track, which is the same operating system, But I think Radiator Springs was better.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, anytime you can add Pixar to a thing, it's better.
Ka-chow. I have nothing to add to this conversation. I just wanted to say
I just wanted to say good job.
Yeah.
By the way, my first job was at Little Caesars, and there was all the toppings listed on the light up board, but then there was blank black tiles, and I took one off and scraped the word spam into it and stuck it back on the board, and it was there for years. And then one day a really high student came in and ordered the spam pizza, and we had to go next door, buy some spam, and we did the whole spam on the pizza and everything. Yeah.
Okay, but did you try it for yourself? Because spam on pizza, fucking phenomenal.
It remained up after I quit the job, so I was not there for the actual celebratory spam pizza, the one and only, before the health inspector made us take it down from the board because it wasn't a part of Little Caesars or whatever.
Fried spam on pizza, like you get the crispy edges. It's really good.
I actually could see that being
That probably wouldn't be terrible.
Yeah.
It'd probably be
terrible.
Good, but I think Italians would hate you.
Yeah.
If it's limp baked spam, don't do it. If it's like fried, oh my god.
Here's the real question: how is that not a Hawaiian style?
Juice, welcome
Like
back to the
Hawaiian
show.
style should be pineapple and spam.
Yeah, it should be.
We're still on
just
pizza.
A thick cut of ham is.
I can't imagine it would be bad, much like the pepperoni's got some oil and stuff in it, like the spam's gonna sort of juice into the pizza nicely.
Listen, guy who's capped at 2,000 milligrams of sodium per day is really having a rough time right now. Do we have another story?
always quick with the gift response. Adrian will move on for your sake.
Oh, here's an interesting story. A man has died after crawling inside a jet engine in the Salt Lake City airport.
Oh.
There were reports of
There
were reports of a disturbance involving a passenger. Then it was reported that he exited an emergency door and apparently crawled into an aircraft engine that was not running. But the man eventually was found unconscious and died, and the man's name has been released. It's William Harold. Is that right?
Oh, William.
I was going to say Jake Iacovetta, but he's not here, so I thought that would track more, I think. And
you probably just summoned him.
You probably just summoned him. I was thinking, okay, so this went down in Utah. Like, there's simpler ways to leave the Mormon Church. You know what I mean? Like, there's
you would think.
You would think.
No, he just wanted to fly away, but
there's got to be easier ways. He's like, I can't
Who
do
can
it.
the cool guy out of
I can't
Hawaii?
mission.
He's a fucking rookie of the year candidate. Still not leaving the Mormon Church.
Just have like
I can think
one
of
wife. They'll kick you out of there.
I can think of like 1,000 things easier than crawling up into a plane engine. Have you ever been on a tarmac and see how do you get into a plane engine? Yeah,
that's tough.
Unless it was
like
like
a ladder.
But
they don't say
it like a ladder, or it had to be a.
Yeah, how do you get? Literally, how do you?
Was it a full size commercial one, or was it like a regional? Like maybe if it was a regional jet.
I think it was a mail plane.
Oh.
How could you tell?
Didn't you see its little balls? Little balls. Little balls. Little balls.
Let's go.
Crawling inside the jet engine of a plane. Still an easier way to leave the Mormon Church than being trans in America.
Oh.
Love you, Amy.
Yeah.
Are we on to the next story?
I have so many.
I say. I think it was a mail plane.
This story leads to the story. Oklahoma teenager finally defeats the unbeatable game Tetris. In other news, Oklahoma teenager not yet laid.
Yeah, well, that's.
Yeah.
How
Oklahoma teenager finds Oklahoma shit to do.
There's literally no one ever beaten Tetris.
It just keeps going.
Wow.
Like
No,
Like he beat it?
he made it to he's the first human gamer to reach level 157, which is the highest level. And he was saying things like, I'm going to pass out. I can't feel my fingers. I can only imagine at that point the game is moving so fast.
You can't
I
see it.
don't even understand. But
Like level
You beat it?
25 is unbeatable.
How much
Like,
time do
right?
you have to
Get-
spend
Yeah.
on Tetris to get that good at Tetris? Like, I got a lot of questions.
I am so excited for another summoning salt video to fall asleep to. Like,
his video, I guess, of finishing is going viral, of course, and it's a big deal. But
it's a good thing you
that
recorded.
is a hard game.
Like,
So.
well, on the mail.
In other news, Oklahoma teenager not good at a lot of other things.
Basically, his entire brain and energy has been spent on Tetris.
I mean, everybody knows this. You play Tetris, you exit the building, and everything in life can fit into other. You start seeing how, like, oh, that building could fit into that building. This kid must be scarred for life for how he sees the world. It's a good thing he can't drive.
But it's gonna be
Or
a
have
really
sex.
good, like hacker or something. Like you need a friend to help you move. Get that man because he's gonna fit everything.
Yeah.
not that man,
yeah.
that
Control
child.
possible.
Yeah,
Like, I need him down here. Stat.
Let's do it.
He'll Tetris
You're
that
right.
shit.
He's
We'll
going to
figure
be
it out.
one successful mover.
Yeah, exactly.
I've found a career for him.
2 men in a truck. You
Two men
found
in a
your
truck,
next
you
hire.
found your next star. He's so good at that.
So I believe we're going to
2.5 men in a truck. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
Hey.
Hey.
The new hit show coming in 2025.
So we do have to move along, though. Again, it's 2024. We have to do the in memoriam, right? I mean, you can't recap the year without it. So let's just go ahead.
All the people that died this year. Tom Wilkinson. Oh no, wait, sorry, that was on the 31st. Cale Yarborough. Oh no, that was on the 31st. Well, other people have died so far this year, right?
Yeah,
Somebody
Let's figure it out.
you know, I'm certain of it. I'm moved.
You will be missed.
There is one thing in that video that jumped out at me, and it's that I just learned that you can be an anti-Scientology activist.
I'm here for it personally.
Don't talk shit about my boy.
By the way, creator of Operation Clambake, which I did not look up, but I just love that he was a part of Operation Clambake. I almost wrote that into the thing there.
I will find out who they are, then be sad that they are gone.
And I'll be really sad.
There we go. I'm sure their families are very sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robert Boyd
I
just-
was laughing during it, honestly, because I was like, these people are real people. This is sad.
They're real people, yes. Those people
Well,
have all
you
died
Robert
on the
Boyd.
first, second, or third of this year.
Yeah.
You will be missed.
It's-
You will be missed.
It's a little bit of a shame that a certain football game didn't get played until the first, because then we could have also included the Pop-Tart. But,
That's true.
you know,
he did take one for the team.
R.I.P. He was so happy to die.
But yeah, I've never seen someone so happy to die.
That's an eternal sacrifice.
Yeah, it really was. He did it for all.
I was just excited to get this the Irish sport of hurling into
Hurling,
that
yeah.
montage. I was like, oh, the hurler, he's going in. Because there were about 30 people have died so far this year. Of all.
The Kilkenny
Kilkenny.
hurling team.
Or
And
hurling.
I have been to Kilkenny, and as I watched it, I go, "Oh, I've been there."
Do you know how to play hurling?
And
No.
okay,
No,
you know how many
that-
people live in Kilkenny then? It's about 50,000 people.
Yeah, it's pretty tiny.
If you ever want to go down a YouTube hole, hurling is a great one, by the way. Just YouTube hurling. It's a killer sport. I can't wait till it becomes popular here. It's awesome.
I don't want to know what those videos come up.
I was going to say YouTube hurling, bob and weave around the vomiting videos, and then get to what Adam's talking about.
Probably put a hurling sport, maybe, if you want to make sure there's a bunch of people vomiting or doing weird things.
That's like the Wayne's World roller coasters. They called them the hurler. Like they knew what was going to happen when they had.
I just typed in hurling into my YouTube search bar, and my God, the size of this ball is way smaller than the size of these face masks.
Wait, okay, now I need
AJ,
pause everyone while we all look at it.
And you have to bounce the ball as you run on the stick. I think that's part of it. You bounce it and then you whack it, and then another guy has to sort of bounce it again. I
don't know how tiny balls.
That's how these people haven't died, except for that one.
2024. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Enter tiny balls into the search. Yeah. Enter tiny balls. See what you get there. Tiny balls hurling.
Amigos
all
joke.
our algorithms are going to be so fucked up now.
This is okay, but it kind of looks like a baseball, but they're doing.
It looks like a field hockey stick almost.
Yeah.
See, I told you it's great. Everybody's obsessed now.
I now am gonna go down a hurling rabbit hole. I need to know the rules. I'm now rooting for a Kilkenny, obviously.
It's like when curling comes on during the Olympics and you're at a sports bar or something and everyone's like, I don't care about the NBA finals. Give me curling,
curling.
But here's the thing about curling, though, is like all these people for hurling, they look like athletes. Curling. Those people look like anybody you can find in any sports bar in America.
Yeah.
They're Canadian bowlers.
Look like they're actually...
Yeah, it looks like I actually have to be athletic to hurl.
There's certain sports where you look at the players and you're like, that is a sport where you drink, and that is curling and bowling for sure.
Which brings me to 2024 What the Show Athlete of the Year, Luke Littrell.
Okay.
Explain.
Luke Littler. Sorry, Luke Littler. Do we have any Luke Littler footage?
I don't think so.
Do we?
Run the in memoriam again.
Okay.
Call themselves if you are a hurler. Is that what you're called? Because I couldn't go around being a professional hurler. That's a.
I believe that's it.
Oh, man.
I think Jake Yakavetta is a professional hurler.
Yes.
He died in a plane engine
beer.
in Salt Lake City.
There was a case of Bud Light in there. He had to go get it.
He had to get it. That's where he realized he left his wallet because he's always losing his wallet when he's taking shots. And he's like, maybe it's in there. I'm gonna go see.
The best was when it was in his pocket.
Yeah.
He's not watching. I'm making all these jokes. I don't see his name.
If we're making really quality again, usually we summon him just by saying his name enough.
Yeah, you'd think.
Yakavetta.
I'd say it 3 times, right?
Yeah, I should be here. And he's not. So wait, what is this? Who is this person? That's our 2024 Athlete of the Year, except for, of course, our.
I'm pulling him up.
I was pulling him up. Okay. Juice usually has the fastest.
Luke Littler. This man, this absolute unit, this
specimen.
Dog. Just human specimen of the
in a drinking sport.
This man is 16 years old.
What?
It was a very different time.
Dominating the sport of darts. Just bring it up once again. He's in the UK. I don't know if you can drive in the UK yet at 16. I know that he'd be just barely driving here. This man with the full beard, the neck beard.
Yeah.
16 years old.
What does he do?
What does
he,
sir?
What is this?
He is a world darts champion.
Darts.
Oh, I heard about this dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
This child.
The dartist.
The dartist, yeah. They are called dartist, I think.
This dead-eyed stud.
He would not get carded. I would not card that man. Maybe his face was a little scrunched there because he was yeah with his darts. Maybe if I really saw his face, it would be. But no, I probably would not card that.
That dude's been drinking Guinness since he was 7.
Yes, and it shows.
This, I would let him rent a car without seeing an ID.
I mean, I think this proves my point. There's drinking sports and other sports. That guy is in a drinking sport.
That's a drinking sport. 100% darts is a drinking sport.
There's drinking sports, then there's sports not in the UK.
That's pretty much, yeah. That actually does.
Darts means you don't have the tolerance to drink with snooker players, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
By the way, have any of you ever played curling?
I've wanted to. Those things are heavy, right?
There was a club in Orlando, and I legitimately wanted to join.
There's one in the Valley. I
I
did it
would
once, and I
split.
want to do it again. They'll have open ice, and they'll teach you how to play, and then you play a game.
I'm in.
But they even admitted this is just a gateway to the bar.
You're right.
We come here, we play the game, then we hit the bar. That's what it's
We
really
hit the bar.
all about.
Here's the thing: if I take myself off the screen right now, you could have next Winter Olympics Olympic curling team from the U.S. Look,
Boom.
Ah!
Boom. Nailed it. I don't think I'm allowed to compete with the boys, but in a perfect world, we'd all, yeah.
yeah, I counted one too many. I'm sorry. There's 4, right? There's 4.
Yeah, there's 4. Oh, wait, hold on. If I duck down.
Ladies and gentlemen, your 2024 curling champion.
I love how she ducked down. I love how she ducked down and took herself off screen. So I wonder if off screen she was still ducked down, like, and they see me? Or clearly not.
The other thing is I can't do it because I'm afraid of ice. I will slip.
Really?
Yeah. My mom is from Canada. Nope.
As a born and raised Floridian, I am not smart enough to know to fear it because I'm not acquainted with it well enough. And so I'm like, yes, I can do it.
This is something I don't think I've ever told before. I used to play in bands, and my very first gig I played with an old band that I was just like 20 years ago was at an ice skating rink. And we're like, oh, they'll probably just put us up in the stands or something. No, they put us on the ice. The
You were like
winter
Parks
ice.
and
Yeah,
Rec.
it was. We were on the. There was like a little carpet, but we had to like move all of our amps like across it, and it was insane.
That's amazing.
Trying to get on the stage. One of the best bits.
When I was a young buck and I used to go to the roller skating rink, there was a band called Killer Hit. They played the center, and we just like skated them around them, and they're like, and we're just going around. This has got to be the weirdest gig I've ever seen.
Just,
I would love that.
I miss roller
Let's
rinks.
bring that back,
You go to the
honestly.
roller rink, you get a slushie, and you go play some overpriced video games, and then you just skate in a circle for hours.
Gen Z is all about like bringing back our stuff. Can they bring that back? Can they bring back roller rinks for us? Bring it back, Gen Z. Make it hip again.
They had one. There has to be one somewhere in Georgia because they filmed the scene at Stranger Things at a skating rink. So there should be one somewhere in this state.
Oh, there's still
There's one here in Glendale. Yeah.
Ooh,
there's
Then
one in
another
Mid-City.
Somewhere else.
We're gonna have to do some googling.
Oh yeah, I want to make it. Let's make it cool
But we
again.
need like
I was not good at it, but I enjoyed it.
we need like a rollerball. So we need like a rollerball movie again.
With a band that plays in the center,
Yeah. Or like Mad Max Fury Road, but roller disco.
Yeah. The real bands play at the center of a highlight game. That's the constantly ducking.
That would be terrifying.
And we took out all 5 members of the band. Success.
We lost the bassist.
Bassist is always the first to go.
It's like what's the British baseball? What the heck's that called? With
Cricket.
Cricket. Yeah, cricket. But it's 5 band members instead of the wickets or whatever. Take out each member of the band. You take out all 5, you've won.
In this case, the bass player has the biggest shield.
Drummer's got more to hide. But
The drummers.
Drummer might.
He's got cover, but like it's mobile.
What about Juice? What do you think about your keytar? Good.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Depending on which one, yeah.
Your white one's
not,
pretty big.
not the little one, but the big, the big white one. Be good.
That would. I think that would be a good one for you. I think it would keep you safe for sure. Man.
I got other stories that I didn't come up with jokes for, but I can tell you what they are if you want to kick them around for what happened.
Let's
here
do it.
Go.
in the long year.
And
The
it's
number
long-
2
long-
leader of Hamas was killed. Oh, but I guess you could say it's a dumb joke. But the number 2 leader of Hamas was killed in Iran in a bombing. So we got Fredo. I don't know.
We got the Fredo of Hamas.
Fredo.
We got him, folks. We got him.
Yeah.
That's
We
enough.
got him.
It's good. It's fine.
I didn't get to upload the video. But I sent it to Paul there and our chat. I think it was in Colorado, or no, it was in Vegas. There was a judge who was about to give their sentence,
Wild.
and the suspect jumped over the bench and assaulted the judge before they could render judgment.
Cleared it. That's the impressive part. Like, didn't even touch the bench. From the ground up over the bench. You might
Like,
want
the
to
toes
screen.
did
You might
not
want to
touch.
screen share that because that was a wild
Let me
sight.
Let me
From
pull
the
it
top
up.
rope.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. Hold on, let me.
But the timing's way off. You wait till they render judgment, then you attack the judge. They can't update the sentence at that point, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
after that,
add on at
they
this
got
point.
you. Yeah.
There was an earthquake in Japan. Insert your Godzilla joke here, I suppose. But that's all I got on that one.
Back to -1.
Yeah.
Now negative.
No, it was a
net zero.
7.6.
Godzilla 7.6.
Ooh.
This is why I worked on the in memoriam. I didn't have any
We're
jokes for
just
that.
gonna hang in.
I finally saw
for a second.
Oh!
The toes do not touch.
I think the deacons are muted.
Oh! Wow!
My man stuck.
Yeah, but the other thing is, it's also a female judge, so he is assaulting a lady.
Oh. That's not
Well,
cool.
I wouldn't tell about the reason. It's funny.
but points to the I don't know if it's the stenographer or what or whoever. It's just like sitting there next, jumped up and grabbed the guy. Well done.
I love that.
Yeah.
So there's 2 gentlemen that come up, and I don't know if they're lawyers, what they are in the court. They're wearing suits, and they just kind of like look over, like, and don't do anything. Like a few other people like jump in, they help. Like obviously the bailiff is there, and he's like getting down and dirty. But yeah, these 2 guys are just like, and I'm like, you gonna help? And like all these people are like screaming, and there's this thing going on.
If the defense lawyer tries to get the guy off the judge, then he's admitting his client's guilt. So probably can't,
Yeah, I think that's what
can't
it
get
was.
involved.
He's like, can't get involved in this.
I do appreciate that tweet did say she was okay, so that's good.
Yeah,
Yes,
That
yeah,
was
That's
also
important.
a flying elbow off the top of the rope.
And now he gets to go to court again. So.
Right.
She's like, not
Just
it.
likes
Hey,
In
same
different
judge.
restraints. He's going to go in like a Hannibal Lecter tied to a dolly for the next one.
Like this could be a loophole for them. Like I can just keep going to court if I keep assaulting the judge.
Yeah.
Just
I go to court. I assault the judge. I get bail.
All right.
I
so
go to court. I assault the judge.
here's the question of the new year. That guy and Ian Ziering in a room. Who do you got? Who you got?
I might go that guy.
I don't know. He had some hops in him, but Ziering proved that he could take a punch. So like,
true. And
Yeah, but I haven't seen Ziering on the offensive yet, so that's be an interest. I want to see this. Someone make this happen. Who do we got to?
But okay, could the
All right, everybody.
absolute mad lad Luke Littler have stopped this?
What was
Sure,
the
he's armed
dart?
with darts.
I'm sure he's like, bing, bing, bing,
Did he just let's see that picture again, because I think we've caught him in the moment of stabbing himself.
Yeah, that haircut is not one. By the way, not a haircut that you want to have and have your last name end with Hitler.
That's a good point as well.
bing. Yeah. That's fair.
Not enough media attention's been paid. Yeah.
I wonder how the Tetris kid would fare in all of this. Because again, he's like, just like choo, choo, in and out of spaces. He'd like parkour his way out of there, maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, breaking
Reflexes
news:
are down.
in the wake of the Harvard scandal, Dr. Gay is now another Mickey Mouse movie in the works. But that's just
Ah!
Oh.
That's fair. That's fair.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys for joining us. This is one of our favorite streams of the year,
I mean,
year in,
what a
year out.
year.
That's the year that was
2024.
2024.
And nothing
Yeah.
else important will happen.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I don't
no,
know.
we're never a predictor of that.
No, definitely not.
Nothing has
We
ever
definitely.
happened. Nothing bad ever happens the day after we do this stream.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Tomorrow's
nothing
a
in
great
November will lead to it again.
I saw Wallace Shawn die. Wallace Shawn is dead.
It's 2 minutes for roping.
I like that. You're a jabroni.
Slow clap.
Someone has to hit the end of show thing, and then that's how the show
Yeah,
ends. Right?
I
Keep
tried to.
clapping until the